Life is not a war against others, but a lifelong race with oneself. Each step on that journey need not be swift, but steady, not loud, but profound. In a hurried world where people chase success, fame, and the fleeting glow of glamour, sometimes the wisest thing is to know how to slow down. For only by slowing down can we hear the breath of our soul, notice the scent of the wind, the hues of the clouds, and the warmth of seemingly small things. Slowing down is not stopping, it is awakening. It's when we're no longer swept away by the frantic pace of others' lives, but live in tune with our own heartbeat. It's when we realize that the value of life is not measured by speed, but by the depth of each experience. The greatest race in life is not about who crosses the finish line first, but who understands themselves better with each step. Let each day pass like a melody, with low notes, high notes, moments of rush, and moments that linger. Let your feet know rest, your heart know feeling, and your soul know peace. In a rushing world, those who know how to slow down are the ones truly living. Don't waste time regretting the past in vain or complaining about changes that unsettle you, for change is the inevitability of life. You only live once. Forever looking back, longing for what's gone, is like trying to catch a drop of water in an endless stream. It only leaves you exhausted. Change is the natural breath of life, the way the universe compels us to grow. Without change, flowers cannot bloom, and humans cannot become stronger. Sometimes, changes hurt us, but they also open new paths where we learn to let go, to rise again, and to love ourselves more. Life waits for no one, and you only live once, so every moment that passes is a gift no price can buy. Let the past rest in memory, and let your soul turn toward the future, where the light of the present beckons. Don't waste time complaining or blaming, for time never turns back. Smile at what has passed, be grateful for the growth it brought, and bravely move forward. For to live once, if lived fully, is enough. Life is short, always cherish and do what you love. Living for yourself is true living. Living through others' eyes is no different from living as if already dead. Living by others' gazes is to trap yourself in an invisible cage built by society. Every smile, every step, every choice is bound by the fear of ridicule or judgment. Slowly, we forget simple joys, our earliest dreams, left only as a faint shadow amidst the crowd. That is not living, but merely existing in someone else's mold. Remember, life is yours, and you only have one chance to live it fully. Do what you love, cherish those you want, choose the path that makes your heart sing. That is true freedom, though the path may be rugged. If you dare to walk it, you'll find joy in every step. And if you ever feel lost, tired, or stuck, whisper to yourself, there's a way. Don't worry, for life never closes its doors to those who dare to live authentically. The sun rises every morning, and happiness awaits you at the end of the road called yourself. Many things are like a breeze or passing clouds. Only by cherishing what we have can we live without regret. What troubles us today may fade into a hazy memory tomorrow. So don't cling to what's gone or mourn what cannot be changed. The most important thing is to cherish the present, for only by loving what we have, a friend, a job, a simple meal, or a peaceful sunset, can we live fully and look back without regret. Youth is the most radiant time, yet also the most fragile. Don't choose ease, for today's comfort may become tomorrow's burden. Every path to maturity is full of challenges, and only by facing them do we discover our strength. Dare to try, dare to fail, dare to step out of your comfort zone, for that is the only way your soul can bloom amidst life's winds. And someday, many things pass like fleeting clouds, but effort and experience remain like footprints in the sand. One day, looking back, you'll smile and feel at peace, for you lived without wasting youth, without losing yourself in life's rush. Make your own choices, for that is life one step wrong, but take another, and it may be right, as long as you find joy. One wrong step is fine, for mistakes are how life teaches us to grow. What matters is not stopping for one more step. Might open a new path, truer, brighter, and one that makes you smile. Life doesn't need to be perfect, only joyful, only worth living. Sometimes, the scars in your heart prove you dared to love, to try, to live true to your emotions. Don't fear mistakes, for no one is born knowing how to be an adult. We're all on a journey, learning as we stumble, understanding as we fall. The saying, "Sorry, I'm also new to being an adult," is simple, yet touches the heart. It holds the weariness, innocence, and courage of those stumbling through youth. No one is perfect. We're just trying each day to know ourselves better, to live kinder, to smile even when we fall. Choose confidently, though the path be rough or winding. For as long as you live sincerely, fully, every step, right or wrong, will lead you to where you need to be. And then you'll realize, being an adult isn't scary. As long as you dare to live your own way, that's enough. Nostalgia is merely the return of a moment. There are no years separating those moments from the present. It is the present, and when dust settles, a glance, a scent, an old song can fling open the door to memory. We don't just remember, we relive that moment with all its love, regret, and unspoken words. That's why nostalgia can make us laugh, then cry in a single breath. It's not in the past, but in the heartbeat of this moment. When all turns to dust, when time erases the traces of people and things, nostalgia remains the soul's final warmth, lingering in the world. For memories don't die. They become tiny specks of dust, quietly drifting in the wind, touching us when our hearts tremble with something familiar. Nostalgia, the return that needs no name, the present of a heart that still feels. And no matter how time crumbles, in the dust, we see we've lived, loved, and remembered. Don't forget, where your heart lies, there your treasure is. The treasure we seek isn't always at the end of a desert, hidden in maps or beneath glittering earth, but right within the beating of our heart. For where the heart turns, there the soul finds peace. When we do what we love, live true to our heart's quiet call, each day is a reward, each step a piece of treasure. Life can lead us astray, caught in others' dreams, borrowed desires, or foreign definitions of happiness. But one day, if we pause and listen to our heart's beat, we'll see it pointing to the right path. The heart is the soul's compass, and when we trust it, every road leads to our true treasure, freedom, joy, and the meaning of life. So don't fear getting lost. Don't fear starting over. Be brave enough to follow what your heart whispers, even if the world says you're wrong. For the treasure isn't far away. It's where your heart is heading, where faith, love, and the desire to live authentically reside. When you yearn for something deeply, the universe conspires to help you achieve it. When your desire is strong enough, it becomes a language the universe understands. Every thought, every effort, every step you take resonates with the world around you, opening doors that seem random but are meant to be. It might be an unexpected opportunity, a stranger appearing at the right moment, or a chance arriving at the last second. Not magic, but the harmony of belief and action. Yet, the universe conspiring doesn't mean you just wait. It demands you walk forward, though the path be foggy and thorny. When you persist, when you refuse to give up, the universe slowly aligns things, like stars shifting to form a constellation, guiding a traveler. Believe in your dreams, even if others call them naive. For a heart that truly yearns emits energy so powerful, the world must listen. And then you'll see the magic was never out there, but in the faith you carry within. Feelings only hold meaning when both sides cherish them. Otherwise, in their eyes, you're not valuing love, you're devaluing yourself. We often confuse cherishing with lowering ourselves. We think love means accepting, enduring, sacrificing everything just to keep someone close. But true love doesn't require begging. If your efforts are worthless in their eyes, then no matter how much you pour your heart out, you're only hurting yourself chasing an illusion of love. Love isn't a contest of who endures more, who sacrifices more, but a journey of mutual sincerity and respect. When a relationship loses balance, when you bow too long to hold on, remember, cherishing the wrong person is also a way of losing your own worth. Learning to stop isn't coldness, it's emotional maturity. For you deserve a love where you don't need to beg for understanding, don't need to pretend to be strong or hide your tears. Someone who truly cares will never let you feel alone in your own love. And sometimes, the greatest love for yourself is daring to let go when you realize you've loved enough. The question isn't what you've done in this world, but rather, what can you do to make people believe you've done it? You may build a skyscraper, but if no one sees the bricks you laid, they'll think the tower is just an illusion. Modern society often runs not on the logic of truth, but on the art of belief. The talented not only do great things, but also make the world see the true value in what they do. This doesn't mean living falsely, but learning to tell your own story through attitude, words, and results proven by action. Like sunlight spreading across the earth, it only sparkles through a dewdrop. Your achievements, too, need the reflection of belief to shine. When you understand this, you won't fret over others' recognition, but focus on making the value you create seen, felt, and trusted. For in the end, in life's journey, being believed in is the greatest mark of existence. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. We're surrounded by possibilities that seem logical, but lead us away from the real issue. Yet, when we're calm enough to discard each impossible, each false hypothesis, each baseless fear, what remains, however small, however unlikely, is the core of truth. Like a detective in the dark, seeking not what they want to believe, but what cannot be denied. Truth is often unglamorous, defying emotions, even making us doubt our own perception. But only by facing the absurd that reason confirms can we touch the deeper essence of reality. In life, this isn't just the philosophy of truth seekers, but a compass for anyone lost at a crossroads of choices. When you strip away the false, the rumors, the alluring illusions, you'll find what remains simple, sometimes painful, but the only truth worth believing. Life isn't about finding yourself elsewhere, but building yourself where you are. Finding yourself elsewhere is a natural human longing. Everyone wants to break free, to change. But if you don't know who you are now, no matter how far you go, you'll only carry a vague version of yourself. Building yourself where you are is the art of awareness and acceptance, planting seeds in the soil of the present, though it's not fertile, for your hands can make it bloom. Life doesn't need you to chase your true self across distant horizons. It needs you to turn each present moment into a foundation for growth. For happiness lies not in where you arrive, but in how you live, in the effort, learning, and persistence to nurture what you have. Like a seed, it doesn't choose its soil, but uses all its strength to rise from where it's planted. So too with us. Only by building ourselves in the present do we truly find our essence and the real value of life. Life has no meaning unless you give it one. Each person is born with the same gift, the time to live, but that gift only becomes life when you infuse meaning into each passing moment. That meaning need not be grand. It could be love for someone, passion for work, or simply the persistence to wake each morning and live better than yesterday. If you wait for life to hand you meaning, you'll only find emptiness. For meaning isn't out there in the world, it's in how you shape your inner world. Like a blank canvas, it's meaningless unless you dare to pick up the brush, to paint it with the colors of emotion, pain, and aspiration. Life only truly begins when you ask, "What am I living for?" and dare to seek that answer, however small, however imperfect. For in that search, you'll realize meaning isn't something to find, but something you create. Life is a journey, not a destination. Life, at its core, is a series of small steps strung together, moments of learning, falling, rising, and growing. If you see life as a journey, each day is a leg of the trip, with sun, rain, joy, and sorrow intertwined, and those seemingly trivial moments weave the true melody of life. When you fixate only on the destination, you miss the beauty of the present, forgetting to watch the sunrise, smile at those beside you, or savor the taste of morning coffee. But when you live like a serene traveler, every moment becomes something to cherish. Like climbing a mountain, joy isn't just at the summit, but in each strenuous step, each heavy breath, each vista unfolding along the way. That journey is the true measure of life's worth, not the peak you reach. Life is a work of art. You are the artist. Create a masterpiece. No one is born a master painter, but everyone can learn to craft a life worth living. Some choose to paint with vibrant hues of joy and ambition. Others choose muted tones of experience, where pain has turned into depth. Whatever the color, as long as it's true, the painting holds value. Art isn't about perfection, but about soul and sincerity. So too with life. It need not be grand or glorious, only that you dare to live true, to try, to err, to mend, and to keep creating. Every stumble is a misplaced stroke, but sometimes those smudges give the painting its soul. Live like an artist who loves their craft, patient, passionate, and always seeing beauty in the most ordinary things. For life isn't about copying another's template, but creating your own unique style.